So I spoke with a friend yesterday and she said, "Where's your video?" And so I'm just uploading it for June. So it's now July, and I think we're July the 14th or something. And the track is sort of finished. Like the last video that I was doing there was saying, "Oh, the track's going to get finished today." It didn't get finished. They got bogged. There was the last 80 metres to go. We have had to wait weeks, and they came back, and yeah. And now at the top there, it is boggy and messy, so I can get up there, but I can't get trucks there, and ideally no trucks need to go on it for a month. So I just had to let it all go. It was like really upsetting. And then we lost the baby alpaca, just died. And then Spider went down, and then I ended up getting a vet involved, trying to work out what was happening. And I'm really embarrassed and ashamed to say that they were just not getting fed enough, and they were malnourished, which was making them prone to weakness and illness. And so yes, I have been neglecting my alpacas. And what was happening was because I was feeding them. So I feed them every day. Like every day they get fed, but the alpacas are really humble creatures that they just weren't getting the food, so they were sort of standing back and all the rest of it were eating it. So the sheep were getting fatter and fatter, and the alpacas are getting skinnier and skinnier. So I have rectified that with a very simple solution. Hey guys. It's very cold here, it's very windy, the garden is very not happening. So the solution was this. So I've just put a drum in there, and I've put troughs on the top there now, so I'm actually monitoring what they're doing. Tried to keep Spider alive. Yeah, she was eating and it was just too far gone, so Hercules isn't eating enough, so I've got to work that out. But anyway, so then the sheep were getting in. It's like, oh my god, drama. The sheep were getting into next door, and of course next door's not happy because of the track and all the rest of it. And I tried to talk to some other family members and was a bit upset that they just believe I'm doing the wrong thing, and you know, so I've just got to let it go. I still can't move up there yet because it's too wet at the top, as you'll see when I go up there. But the sheep have been dropping Flossie. They're all next door at the moment because there's just not enough feed in here. There's just no feed, and I've put pasture in there, and even though that looks like there's food up there, there's not enough for them. And where my finger is, where's my finger? So through there they can actually get through to the other side, but I haven't encouraged them to get through to the other side because I've started putting fruit trees up there. I've put about, I don't know, 10, 20 citrus or fruit trees that are going in there. I will take you up there and have a show you. Yeah, I don't want them to eat it all, and I haven't fenced it off, so the fencing arrived. Like, it's just been, and now I'm trying to get tax sorted. And, yeah. So anyway, sheep were going through the fence, so then I've had to fence that. Now I've got to fence this. The cows got in, they ate all the fucking garden, and sorry, swearing and all the rest of it. So it's just been a kerfuffle. Kerfuffle. So now mice are in here eating everything. The turkeys are getting bigger. I don't know if you saw the baby turkey. Hi. They need some water. Yeah, they're about ready to go out with the chickens. But for today, I've been called into work again in the Gold Coast. So I'm crossing Queensland borders past the COVID. It's still going down. Financial crisis. They say California is going to crash financially and we're going to follow. So yeah, it's quite insecure times. I'm just getting myself set up with a house. That's all paid for now and coming. Thank you, Richard. You are a friggin' angel, and every day I bless you and love you for creating us a home. They moved his rock, so where Richard stepped off his last place where he stood alive, they moved it, and they, you know, the boys didn't know anything about it, and that really set me off as well, because it was It was like the last place he was alive, and I just kept thinking he was going to come back. And so I'm having therapy every 2 weeks and less self-medicating, probably only drinking once a week at music, less no smoking. That's sort of stopped. I haven't had cigarettes. I've had 1 cigarette in a week, which was on Sunday while I had a drink, and that's fine. So I'm just really getting myself back together. So it's just been a real full-on, which is why I haven't videoed. So the chicken pen needs sorting out. One of the sheep went. Actually, 2 of the sheep have gone. Yeah, lamb chops is now lamb chops. And they're all over there in Lockie's because he's just got so much feed, and I've been losing the animals with my neglect. So they're keeping his grass down, and I'm just trying to arrange some help to finish doing the fencing and fence up the top there. So hopefully tomorrow. I want to apologise, but I'm not apologising. It's been a bit of a run for about 4 weeks. And it's just a natural way to feel when stuff like that happens in your life. So yeah, trying to get some posts up there so I can fence that off, and then, you know, the animals have got more area to go because it has been slashed and there is space up there. So I'll take you up there and show you. And then I got all Richard's stubby holders, and I washed them and sorted them and kept half of them because some of them were old and mouldy and crappy and shitty. And I made him a little shrine up there, so every time I drive past, I thank him for helping create the house that we were planning to build anyway. So he's part of it. We're still building a house together. It's just not him physically there. So God bless him. He's an angel. Alright, I just thought I'd just video for a minute and just let you know what's been happening, because it is probably the 13th or something of July. I'm going to get on with my tax so I can get that into the account. I've got to go to the accountant tomorrow. But yeah, if I get time, I'll take you up the back there. And the guys coming from the council, because the DA, it really cost me about 15 grand to get it in. And they just, Lismore Council, what can I say? I've never had to jump through so many hoops and pay so much money for soil tests and things like that in my life. But anyway, I'm just going to do it properly and do it right, because I'm only building one house. And that's it. Right, get back to my tax. Can't really show you any of the animals. Garden's really quiet. I'm still doing the markets every Wednesday. I'm really enjoying it. I've actually been asked if I can man the market stall this week, so woohoo, some responsibility, which is great. And I'm really meeting community and meeting people and starting to meet some lovely, beautiful ladies and guys, and yeah, dogs are putting a show on here now. Yeah, and I love my bike. For a bike, it's just the best thing. I just use it all the time. Just love it. It's a second-hand bike. It's about 5 grand, but it's got 4-wheel drive on it and diff lock. So yeah, I'm getting up and down the top there with that because it's the only way I can get through at the moment. I've got a sort of truck and some gravel, not gravel, big rocks, because there's just springs everywhere. Anyway, okay, so that's a bit of a rundown of what's happening, but I will give you some more visuals at some stage. But yeah, this little bed's done me really well. I've been picking fresh greens every week. So I'm selling between $14 worth, maybe. Between $14 and $25 worth a week. Not just out of this bed, but out of the bed down there as well. So it's really paid for itself now. That's probably been 3 or 4 months. and pumpkins, so I'm selling pumpkins as well. Pumpkins came through, and bunches of parsley. The potted herbs are doing really well. I can't keep up with the potted herbs. I can't pot them and grow them fast enough at the moment because it's so cold and slow. But I'll get there. I will get there. I'm getting there. And yeah, last week I felt I wanted to live, finally. I had something to live for. So that's why I've decided to change my habits and sort myself out a bit more. Yeah, getting there. Getting there. But you know, it's really 9.5 months now since he's been gone. But anyway, there's lots of beautiful things coming, even though the world's going to shit. Alright, talk soon, bye. It's very early in the morning. Just giving the baby goats some milk because they're not having it in a bottle, they're having it in a tub. Are you guys going to jump out? Because you can jump out. They just wander around. So I'm just going to go for a walk up there, but I'm just noticing the battery's flat, so it might cut out. So I was going to go up there and show what's been going on. Yesterday I moved all big tubs of alpaca poo around here, because remember I've been making my own dirt to start with. I don't have that disadvantage over the back. That's Trixie. Boof. Boof! Boof gets a bit frisky with the baby lambs. And we have one of them missing. She might be over there with her young baby. Where is she? That's the new boy, Specs, with Lulu. Billy. He's Chops. Flossie. Black lamb with no name. You two are just trouble. Right, well I might charge that for a minute and I might actually get dressed because I'm in my dressing gown. And we'll go for a walk. So what I'm doing now is taking plants out of here and creating space up there to put things. I'm also making a Buddha out of this. So it's going to be the frame. And then it's going to have straw or something like that in there. I don't know yet. Straw, maybe a bit of peat moss. And then plants in there. So it's actually going to be a little Buddha in the end. And all my odds and sods of wires from when I'm fencing has ended up going in there. There's about 3 ends of jobs in there so far. It's a pretty good idea. I like it. I'm going to keep doing it. Well, we might have had a bit of a frost in lowland. Go on, off you go. Go next door. I'm not feeding you. Not now. They just see me and just associate me with food. Go on, off you go. So there's 2 little females, 1 male. No, and the big ones, so it's 3 females, 1 male, if the other ones are alive. I don't hold my breath anymore. But I'm getting about 4 eggs yesterday, so that's good. Right, charge this up. We'll go for a walk. So we're a bit more charged now. You two are so naughty going through the electric fences. That's a trailer for a chicken pen. It's actually good enough to be registered. But anyway, let's start walking with you lot. Come on. Let's go. That's not working. Bloody eating my plants, the little buggers. Got all bloody plants up here. That electric fence is on. Come on. Don't eat that rubbish. Trixie! Alright, we're going down the track. I'm going to turn it off. Come on! They're running off. The little buggers. Trying to find the others. It's foggy. So there's the shed up there. For perspective, I think the naughties ran off. Oh no, they're still down by the tree. Anyway, Fatty, who's I think's got a broken leg, kept getting out to the neighbours, which was a problem. So that's been fenced, but it needs tying off. I can't find the wire. That's been fenced. I've got that bit to go. That's Richard's shrine thing. So there it is. It's his rocks. I've cleaned around here. And his broken whippersnapper. And that's half of, well, that's less than half of his study holders that I washed. And looked at his journey through life all around Australia. Oh, something's up there. Making gnawing sounds. See the ants up there? Can you hear something knocking? Maybe it's Richard. I can't see. Right, I'll keep moving because the battery said it's less now. Yeah, so that's his view. Cool. They're still carrying on, them little goats. Right, to give you a perspective of the track. That's Richard's little spot. There's the track coming down through here. And there it goes. Down and up to the other side. I cleared the lens. It's not so foggy. So I stopped at the top there. At the top there. That's where a semi-track was made down there. Remember, I videoed and the excavator guy came in. It's just too wet. It's just too wet. This is the highest ground. There's sweet potatoes in there. And cassava and sweet potatoes. And sweet potatoes and sweet potatoes. I think they did bury one of them. It's not that bad though. And then cassava, apparently you just stick it in the ground. I can't remember which ones are which because I've got to come around and right up. So that's one of the ones. Yeah. Just stuck in the mounds of dirt. Didn't do much special there. This was a problem, so I had to put another pipe in here. But cows put in here. Bless them. But this is the problem now, so I'm going to get some rocks and lay them in there. So that's where the fence line goes down there. I'm going to draw a map. We've been down there to the end maybe. I don't know if I filmed that. This is going to be shed space. I'm just going to get sea containers. So I'm going to get the rocks. For another 2 weeks I can do that. The road's got to set. So this will be nursery propagating area up here. It's nice and flat. Sea containers there. That will give a bit more shelter from the neighbour. I've got some plants to go across there. I just ordered some, and there's the view of the knob. And there's the sun on Lillian Rock. There's the caravan. Yeah, so. And there's all fruit trees here, but the cows, just the beginnings of the garden. Put mesh or wire up here for the raspberry, because that will get a lot of sun. The sun goes right across. The cows attacked the hothouse. So I've got skull caps in here and a gooseberry. These are some pavers that I got. And there's 3 roses in there. The cows love eating the tags on things. But yeah, I'm just going to extend them out. My Buddha's going down there in another garden. So that just is the fruit trees up there. You can see the white tags. They've been buried in beautiful dirt. Didn't really have to do anything. Just really added some sort of alpaca poo and maybe a bit of potting mix. Some fungal stuff. Maybe and some gypsum. Sort of mixed it up, so that's a bit of a journey. And yeah, the veggies and the plants and the herbs will just keep going up. The house is up there. And there's a broccoli garden. Go pepper. So the veggies are down there. Fruit trees over there, caravan. So this is basically the house pad. That's the view. I saw unidentified flying objects last Saturday night here. Just over there, zigging around, and it went vroom. So, yeah, it's just beautiful. The neighbours down there. So yeah, this is probably the master bedroom here, which will be higher. So I've got to get drainage beds in, and it's going to be busy while I have the resources to be created. So those posts is this week's mission, is to fence that. So this side's all fenced in, and then put some fruit trees in. Achievement. Okay, Jabin, this is for you. That's the gate to Lockie's. So that's Lockie's house down there. This is the slope and the lay of the land here. There's a few trees that might have to be cleared. Where that post is where the house is going to be. So it could even go from up the top here, maybe from up here and down. This sort of goes down and then up again. I don't know about down there, I'll have to have a look. And it goes round here. But yes, we could work out an area here. So, that's a little dam that's got to manifest water.
The water that's just going to slowly trickle into it. That's the neighbour down there. But there's all going to be probably macadamias through this bit here. So I won't see any of that. That's the fence line down there. And that goes down to, remember where I got the bike stuck? The bike was stuck on that tree. And it was all that slope down there, so there's still all that land down there. So there's still, try not to jig around. So all those big trees at the back are in the block. So I've got all that to explore yet. So it goes down to the big creek down there. Right, that's it. Better go and see if those goats found their buddies. Right, I thought I'd give you one last view. So yeah, I'm just going to focus on the next 6 months building the house. Fencing, moving the animals up here. Yeah. Good spot. Thanks. Blessed be. Oh, getting ready for the markets. It's my produce. I'm just going to go and get the greens. Some eggs in there. I've had to buy a carton of eggs. I'm putting in old ones. I've got to order my pick number and all that stuff. So that's my stuff for the markets. And my little potted herbs. So I just take a little tray of potted herbs each week, which is cool. And some of these are just arrived. There's some carob trees and flame trees, tiger grass, pears, tamarillo, some berries, strawberries. Lots of stuff to go up there. So I'm really at a bit of a transition time because I still can't get up through the top of the track. How long has that been now? Oh gosh, we're weeks. Still can't get up through the top of the track, so I've got an excavator guy coming on Friday, so I think I'm just gonna get that sorted, and then all this tank and all this here is then gonna get moved up there because I've got a generator, and the pump here can be moved up there. So I'll actually have a watering system up there, and all this will then go, which will make a big difference. Alpacas have just been shorn. Bernie's been here sharing them. So yeah, that was a year. That made me a bit teary because last time he and Richard were chatting away. So the alpacas have all gone. Walkabout again. They're still in the neighbour's paddock. So yeah, they were shorn down there, hence why there's all wool down there. And yeah, I'm just about to try and find something to eat. We're still interestingly COVID, so let's talk of not being able to go and buy food unless you've got a mask on now, which is just so friggin' ridiculous. So what am I doing? I'm actually starting to learn about trading cryptos right now because I think there has to be some other ways to earn an income. Chickens are being naughty. They lost the turkey. I'm so upset. I'm still upset about the turkey. So one turkey fell in the bath and then drowned, and then the other turkey disappeared. I went to work on Monday and I should have put it in the pen. It obviously wasn't small enough. And I think an eagle carried it away. So as much as this is such beautiful, wonderful looking country, it is really hard. I just picked a load of ticks off the alpaca. So I'm not going to get any more animals until I finish this building stuff because part of it's doing my head in. Because
there's just so much going on. I've just been approved for my gun licence, so I'll go and sort that out. Yeah, and I'm just sort of really in limbo because I don't want to be moving some of this stuff up here until I've got water up there. So really what's going to be left here is just some of the bigger trees. And my veggie herb beds here, my little beds are yeah, they're getting towards the end of their lifespan. So that's next week's project. This week is to sort out up there the access, and then next week is to get the tanks up there somehow. But anyway, I'm gonna get something to eat because I'm just about to go to the markets. I'm going to pick my greens. So, yeah, and I'm also cleaning loads of mugwort. So, my hands, yeah, they're just really stained with mugwort. So it's starting to come off now. I've been cleaning mugwort for hours, probably for about 10 hours this week. Anywho, peas are doing alright. Right, well I better get my greens and go to market. Alright. Feeding time at the zoo. How did Pip get in there, the little monkey? Get them geese out, Trixie. Go on, Trixie, get them out. Buff them out the way. Feeding time at the zoo. I've been planting galangal, turmeric, pawpaw, Thuja occidentalis, black knight buddleias for the butterflies and birds. Mangoes to follow. That's George. Oh, George is camera shy. George. Come on, George. George has got a dodgy eye. Okay, dinner. Oh, the lamb's doing his spackies. Go, lamb, go. Yes. Do it again. Go on, jump. Yes. Oh, the bowls are getting empty. Now that is jumping for joy. Hi, Buffs. Hi, Buffs. Hi, Trix. How cool is that? Hi, Buffs. You're so fat. Hi, Trix. Trix still loves a snuzzle, don't you, Trix? Hmm? She loves a snuzzle. Hmm? You're fat too. Oh yeah, you're really fat. Boof. Boof. Oh no, don't suck my finger. Ow, you've got teeth in your point. Okay.